Hello, everyone, and welcome to RHAP. I'm your host, Taran Armstrong, and we are here tonight to talk about this Sunday night episode of Big Brother 26 and to remember Janky. With me tonight is Lovina. How you doing, Lovina?
I'm feeling sad today, Taran. You know what? I'm realizing now that you're the only one that's respectful on this panel because you wore black and I did not, and neither did our second guest for the evening. I won't spoil the queen herself. But yes, it's a sad night. It's a sad night. Honestly, we'll get more into it, but that death scene was very dramatic for me, and I teared up a little bit, so we'll get into it.
We certainly will. Well, also with us, you heard it. It's the Janky Queen herself.
That makes me the Janky Queen.
It's Kirsten. How you doing, Kirsten?
This is really bittersweet because I thought I was invited back for Girls Night 2.0 and now there's a boy here, so I'm just like
Let's kick
I'm
him.
gonna have to adapt on the fly here, but I think we'll get through. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what happens is that you think you got another whole week of Janky and then just up and dies on you.
Janky, what? Okay, Janky was fun fun. I'm sorry. Like on the feeds, no. But those of us who had the capacity to become casuals last week have nothing against Janky.
I thought it was so cute. I thought the little character guy was so cute. I
I
was really sad when he died.
Why'd they have to kill him? Why couldn't he just go into the world to learn more?
It was very violent.
Like what was should Ainsley have died last week? Like, come on, it's too much violence.
Well, I feel like this is very fitting for Big Brother because much like many Big Brother players, my favorite version of Janky was as he lay dying.
Oh my God. And
It
yet
was so
you're the
fun.
one who's
I thought
supposed
this
to
was a
be
good segment.
respectful. It was crazy. I want to go back to the person I was before I watched Janky die like that. They didn't have to do it like that.
I want to go back to the person that I was before I saw Scally's tweet with that clip of him saying me after I have Taco Bell. I think that's what he said. Very me as well, by the way, Scally. So
That was also actually not to jump forward. That was Chelsie after Zingbot got her as well.
oh my gosh.
I
Oh,
mean, he
Lord.
literally pulled like a David Tennant as Doctor Who, like I'm not ready to go.
And I wasn't
Yeah.
ready for him to go. Like
He could have joined up
I
in the
don't want to
house.
become Matt Smith. He's scary in House of the Dragon.
I mean, you're getting your chronology all wild now, Taran. That's crazy. Like Janky was just a little guy. He was just a guy.
Yeah.
Wanted best friends and fun.
I love little guys. Sometimes we need
Love
little
it.
guys to
We
make
need
us
a little
feel
guy.
better when
This-
the season's like, I mean, it's a good season though.
And they all were so mean to Janky and hard on Janky. But if we think about it, did he ever force them to do any of those things? Or was he just trying to have fun with his friends, asking them to do things, and they just assumed that they had to?
See,
I think it was the implication, Taran. That was the problem.
Were they
I
out on a
think
boat?
Might as well have been.
production was the bad guy in the earpiece kind of a thing. But yeah, I feel like they I think they had a lot of fun with Janky. And yes, it got repetitive, but I think as we can see with their extremely upset reactions that they were also as upset or as sad as we were to lose him.
Well, I mean, we say it all the time. A week in Big Brother is like a month in the real world. So they really just spent a month straight with little Janky. Like, even if you're mad, you probably get a little attached. And especially if you're not getting proper nutrition, your brain's not at its top peak performance. And then suddenly you see Janky die. It's too much.
It's all that ice cream and sprinkles.
Yeah.
What would okay, I'm sorry, real quick, because I have not been on a podcast for the week and I didn't have opportunity to say this until now. How the hell are they okay after just consuming pizza with cheese and ice cream only? Like, are they all like rock solid in terms of the stomach issues? Like, well, I didn't mean it in that way, but you get what I mean. Like, do
It's
they have
happening in that way.
good stomachs? Like, I would be in shambles personally.
No, that would not. I don't think that would go well for pretty much anyone, especially again, it was like possibly the really bad frozen pizza is what it looked like. It didn't
Yeah.
look too. Actually, there was a couple of times where it's like, oh, that actually looks okay, and I'd be like, oh, but it's the 100th time they're having it, so it certainly does not taste okay.
I'm reasonably certain they took at least a year off their life in Janky Worlds.
It's like one of those things where people say like a hot dog takes 7 minutes off your life or whatever the number is. It's like how many minutes off your life does each frozen pizza living in the Big Brother house backyard?
Yeah, like on a scale of 1 hot dog to like supersize me. They're probably
No, Super Size Me was debunked, Taran. That man was
What?
secretly an alcoholic the whole time. They were like, you have the liver function of someone who has been drinking this much his whole life. And he was like, it's the McDonald's. No,
But he did
had
actually eat McDonald's only though, right? Or did he even
um
take that?
I think he
There's
did
no
eat
way to tell.
McDonald's only, and like obviously that's not good for you, and I'm not recommending it. But like the guy who would supersize me is like questionable character. We don't want to be citing him. And
I
then
was
they showed
gonna
us that in
say-
school.
Yes.
They did, yeah. I
was
remember
gonna
watching it
say-
in school. They were
So,
like,
are you saying that we can eat chicken nuggets? Is what I was gonna say.
yeah, they were like, see, don't eat McDonald's. And I was like, okay. And then I ate
I'm gonna
McDonald's.
do it. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna do it. Sorry. You can't stop me.
Oops. I'm not eating it for a month. I don't know what you want me to do.
I ate it
Um,
more after
yeah.
we watched that. I craved it. I
I like legitimately, it was like, Mom, please, we have to get McDonald's.
We have dinner at home, Kirsten. We have dinner at home.
Yeah, that's I feel like that would have been me like this week on the feeds. I'd be like, okay, I know we all were really upset about the pizza, but like I mean, I could do with a pizza right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially like a good pizza where you're ordering from the place you like with the toppings you want. And it's like frozen pizza just doesn't hit like that. But
Sometimes it does. Sometimes you're like, I don't want to cook
occasionally.
tonight. You open the freezer up. You know when you like buy stuff at the grocery store? We're like pivoting here, but I gotta like
Yeah.
squeeze this in. When you're buying stuff at the grocery store and you're like, I'm gonna grab these frozen meals for when I don't feel like cooking, and then you just don't feel like
Yep.
cooking.
No, you
for, like,
get
3 days in
home-
a row.
You
See,
get home
that's
from the
like-
store
that's
and you're
like
like,
the-
today is the day.
That's
Right.
like targeting Angela as your move as HOH. You've been saving her in the freezer for a while, and you finally take her out. You know what? I'm ready to finally eat my frozen Angela meal. And by then it's actually it's kind of gone bad. You know, it's got some freezer burn. You know, you're gonna heat it up. It's not gonna taste very good, and it's probably not the thing you should do. You should probably make a new meal.
Big Ange has an expiration date.
Yeah. Taryn said, you have fresh food in the fridge. Cook that instead. And Lovina and I said, preheat the oven. We're ready to go.
375, baby. 425. Say less.
Oh boy. Quick further side note before we get back to Big Brother. I was at TwitchCon this weekend, and apparently it's $22 for a slice of pizza there. So, yeah.
A slice? How big is the slice?
Oh, it was a big thick chunker like this. It was like a square thick. It's not even
That's
good.
not-
I had it last time I was there. It's not even that good.
But
That's not
did
bad.
you
That's
buy
not
it again this
$22
time?
pizza.
Did you buy it again though?
No.
Okay.
I was just told about it. I was told that people made the mistake, and I was like, "Did you even watch Janky World? Because come on." Anyway, in the episode, we had an HOH competition. As we saw, Angela was out in a lead, but quickly the stack fell. Though my favorite part of this competition was watching Angela lying on her back, just listening to
Yes.
the other people's stacks fall, and every time she heard one fall, just
Absolutely.
I'm shocked that she could hear all of them. I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't all of them. Right? Like, it
She was
couldn't have been
probably
every single
what next.
person.
Now I'm like failing on my memory of the actual layout of the house. I'm just assuming she was next door to Cam, and so she was hearing a lot of blocks fall because what was he doing? I refuse to believe that was him
Nothing.
actually trying. I refuse.
He's doing a
Can
whole
we-
lot of nothing.
Ain't no way.
Determine what the strategy was?
Like his strategy or like the strategy for the competition?
Cam.
I think
None.
his was I don't want to win this HOH, and so I'm just gonna occasionally stack things. Like when he goes to put the ice cream scoop cone down, like this is either gonna be really smart or really stupid. Like, you know, of course it's stupid. What do you mean? There's no way he was trying to win and playing like that. Not a chance.
He seemed very sincere though, so I'm like, is this just Cam? Well, as we know, that's just Cam. So throughout the whole season, this is a theme with him.
No, when he tries, things tend to be a little bit different than that. I feel. I don't know.
Beat Tucker once.
He beat Tucker once.
Mm.
That was a slingshot thing, so I guess
He did. You know what? He was part of the very embarrassing AI arena where they were basically telling them the answers and he still wasn't getting it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Cam. I think Cam is funny. I think he's entertaining on TV. And based on that, I refuse to accept that that was him legitimately trying to build the tallest structure possible. I just can't.
Yeah.
Maybe he was tired. Maybe his tummy was hurting from all the pizza and ice
I
cream.
bet his tummy was
Mine
hurting.
would.
Mine
I'm
would hurt
by
just
that.
talking about it, honestly.
I think my favorite part about the HOH, apart from Angela's maniacal laughing, was Chelsie saying that like she really needs to, or sorry, MJ saying she really needs to do well in this competition, lest the builders back at the construction site laugh at her for being bad at building this stack of candies.
I really like the idea that she is working like building things with her two hands, and so she has something to prove, and also that the people working on that construction site are watching this episode of Big Brother, and 3 that it compares stacking candy to actually building something.
3
That's
was
what
my
I was
thing.
gonna say. Yeah, me too. As well as, so wait, you're telling me that Mackenzie also has dogs at the crib that are watching her from the construction site?
Dogs at the
Maybe
I
construction
kind of live
site.
for that.
maybe like Bob's at the crib.
Yes. I love that. Okay.
Get it,
Yes,
Taran.
we can. Yes, we
get
can.
I honestly didn't. I was expecting silence. I was ready to come in to
No.
break the silence.
You think I don't know Bob? He raised me.
Oh, we know Bob the Builder. Come on. Just ridiculous, but she really did come in with the best strategy for building a solid foundation and then changing the strategy a bit as you move up, because I think that that's what Chelsea's problem was, is that she was using the pieces that were best for the bottom to build like a strong foundation, but not switching then to the other pieces that would be a little bit better once you start getting higher up. At least that's what I thought. I don't know. I'm not a builder. I don't have construction workers, Bob's at the crib, that would be mad at me for not knowing this.
This needs to be like canon. I love this so much. Please tweet this out right now. Hashtag whatever, BB26.
Hashtag Bob's at the crib.
For whatever, like the first thing that came to my mind was like who was it? Like Eric, the firefighter in BB3, who had to go back to his firefighting buddies who were giving him crap about like his relationship with Lisa. And they had a whole segment about it. I was like, yeah, I remembered that. That's probably what MJ is afraid of.
We need to do more of those at-home check-in type things. I would live for that.
Yeah.
We need them.
Mm-hmm.
Now more than
Anyway, we got the winner.
Yes.
And of course, MJ pulls out the win. She's the new queen of the non-janky world. And she's ready to take a shot. She says that the house is split up into 3 groups. There's a trio and 2 duos. She wants to win this HOH so she can take a shot at one of those duos. And as we will eventually see, her eventual target is in fact Angela.
And it's got to be guaranteed, like no messing around.
No messing around.
I guess the one downside to this HOH being separated is that Angela couldn't wheel and deal and do what she had to do.
That genuinely, I said that on stream, was that Angela only lost this competition because they were separated and nobody could be psyched out by Angela's talking during the
Screaming and talking to herself. Yeah.
No,
I watched-
stronger. I need a stronger piece here.
It's exactly like that too. I watched my parents. They're very casual. Just watch the episodes, and they are always like, she's able to, the exact same take that we just had. She's able to win all these competitions because she talks to herself and distracts everybody else. Like they thought that she won that veto because of that. So yeah, another like tiny complaint that I have about the episodes, like, is when they flash. I really appreciate when they flash to like who they're talking about in the house and stuff. But I just feel like after the 50th time, we don't need to be reminded. The trio is these three people. This duo is these two people. I'm just like, we get it. It's kind of like the previously on, like, that goes way too long. I just feel like it's the episodes are edited like we're like 12 years old.
But I think what you need to remember, Lovina, is a lot of people don't watch TV how we watch TV, and they may in fact need that.
Yeah, we also say this
Just-
as three podcasters who have been on many podcasts who currently have our names in the corner of our little boxes.
I mean, what? I'll take my name out. I don't care.
Out. You should know exactly who I don't think you can in this mode, but
Oh,
on,
there we
let's-
go. Taran took them away.
Oh no,
Oh
I
my
didn't. That
God.
was Sam, I think.
my identity.
Oh my God, who's who? I know I'm on with Taran and Lovina, but I literally can't tell who's who. This is so
It's me, Taran
disconcerting.
Armstrong.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to RHAP.
I knew it.
Oh boy.
Not Taylor. How dare Taylor Hall act this way? How fucking dare she?
Yes,
That
Taylor
hurts.
Hall.
We've met Taylor several
Is that
times.
Leah on
actually.
the podcast? I'm not sure.
I could have done the two like pigtail braids too, and I just
That'd be
it
so
didn't
cute.
happen. Sorry, y'all.
Mm.
Let's do that
No.
next time. We'll
I
coordinate.
promise. Next time I'm on the pod,
Mhm.
I'll do the two pigtails. It's fine.
Love.
Well, Leah is feeling a little bit of buyer's remorse. That, you know, just 2 weeks ago, she was telling Angela, or she's telling Quinn that MJ was Chelsea's puppet, and that in order to take out Chelsie, who needs to go, you need to put her up against T-Core. And if she won HOH, that's what she was going to do. And then she won HOH, and that is not what she did. And now she is thinking, you know what? I might have screwed that up. That might have been a bit of a mistake.
I never claimed to be the smartest, crayon in the box.
You and me both, Leah. You and me both. At least she immediately recognized.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. After the HOH,
Yeah,
she was
After
over
the
it.
fact. Yeah.
It was obviously too late to do anything, but I like to see someone recognize, hey, I messed up.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't I guess again from the outsider perspective, we don't know how they're viewing the game in the house. We obviously have all the information that we could possibly have, but I don't understand how they don't see Chelsie as like the person that's the front runner. I don't understand it at all. Even like without all the information, I just feel like I don't know, like her aura is like winner to me. I don't know.
I mean, I think in general, most of the people in the house are not the smartest crayon in the box, Lovina, and that's part of why this season is so magical and so fun to watch.
Yeah, we've been saying it all season, but I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't understand how they don't like at this point. You have to have a person that's like, oh, that person's scary, and I feel like sometimes they talk about it like it's just Angela.
I know, but I think I legitimately think almost everyone there thinks that they are that person. And I have everybody snowed because they don't know that I'm the one to beat. It's like that little party meme, and everyone's like, no, you're not the one to beat. Like, shut up.
That part of the party meme is MJ sitting in the corner like, haha, none of them know that I am the one who knocks.
I mean, she shapeshifts. Every time she changes her hair, she looks different. Some of them genuinely might not know that it's her. She's catfishing in there.
I mean, the the way that she smiles as she's being manipulated into thinking that Leah's not an ally for her, like, no, Leah never made a final 2 with me. And now I know. Now I know what she's been up to. And now I know that I can't trust her.
It's as we sit and believe everything that Chelsie says is quite literally the gospel truth, while Cam and I are both like, oh, but she never made a final 2 with me. Okay, so maybe we should consider that she hasn't been making final 2s with everyone, since 2/3 of the people in this room do not have a final 2 with Leah. Maybe we could think about it.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe think
This
about why
crayon
Leah
box.
felt so confident saying all that to Chelsie. Maybe we could consider. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I'm like, how are you not seeing this? But the crayon box. It's that crayon box.
They got to get that one with the sharpener built in so that they can really fix that.
Oh,
up.
that was for the rich kids.
Yeah,
Like, no,
they need the rich kid Crayola 64 pack of crayons.
64. I think they make bigger ones now. It's like 100 something.
I think they do, but I don't know. The only ones the 64 had the sharpener in the back. That's all I know. I feel like they have like the 8-pack of the dollar store crayons that are all waxy and don't color very well.
Yes.
It's not their fault.
If you gave me a box of crayons as a kid, it didn't matter how many were in it. I was still only using one of them.
Which color?
I don't know. It's just, I feel like I only ever
you
used
just
one.
would only choose one. I always used green. I was like, green's my favorite color.
I like loved razzmatazz and brick red.
Oh, she said 64 pack. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think Kirsten was
listen.
the smartest crayon in the box.
I know. I listen, in this box of crayons, I might know the most colors of the Crayola crayon colors.
Sky blue.
My mom
Yeah.
had a day home though, so we had more art supplies than maybe we would have had otherwise.
Perhaps.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's here? Ainsley, who murdered Janky, has a new boyfriend also. And his name is Zingbot.
Did she say that it was her boyfriend?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I miss that piece of tea?
Oh
Like-
God!
It just
not
felt
that as
appropriate
the-
that she would have come back red and murdering children. That she would have also had a new boyfriend.
a former president of the United States who is very controversial. Like, no, it's too much.
Oh my gosh.
It's too much.
Damn.
Zingbot is here, and you know, you're all imbeciles or something like that.
It was all this AI in
Annoying
here,
imbeciles.
and it was annoying
Annoying.
imbeciles. Zing.
Okay. When he said that, I was like, okay, here we go. It's not going to be funny. The writing's going to be bad. But honestly, overall, all of them made me laugh. Maybe except
Really?
Rubina's. Maybe except Rubina's. All of them
Yeah,
made me do like a little, like, you know, when you do like a little exhale, like at least that.
Yeah, a little
But
one.
other ones, I was
I-
like, okay,
You're
wait,
saying
hold on.
you did not die during this because you were able to breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually did die, but it was of secondhand embarrassment for Chelsie. So it's a
That-
little different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I was ruling in favor or against per zing.
Okay.
And my final tally was that there was one good zing, there was one acceptable zing, and then there were a bunch of bad ones.
Taran, have you ever considered that you're a hater?
Yes.
I think you need to give a little bit of a curve to the zings, because I feel like these ones were better than it's been
Okay.
in recent
Agreed.
history.
Are we really saying that, hey, Mackenzie, Guess what? You're tall.
Okay, that
and
one.
you
Okay.
big,
that one-
and you
okay.
have big feet.
But that
Tall
was the
beast.
first one. All of the other ones, I was like, okay, we need MJ to watch Tall Girl on Netflix real quick to get her self-esteem back. And then all the other ones were at least acceptable, I thought.
For that one, I feel like the supporting cast made it good. And by that, I mean like the DRs that come with it. I think Cam saying that the bottom of her feet and her toes are like dirty was funny. Like that made me laugh. I was like, what?
Cam talking about how dirty someone else's feet are is great.
Hey, they lived outside, okay? They were in Janky world. Listen, give them a pass.
Rubina's was like the punchline was that he said the F word. Like,
And guess what? I'm a child.
Yeah.
I laughed because haha, Tucker rhymes with,
with
exactly, precisely.
Just say it.
Cam's just felt like a repeat of
Omer
the better
did.
version, which was Chemo's.
What was Cam's again? It was
Exactly.
boring.
Cam's wasn't that good, but I thought Cam's response to it in the DR made it funny. Of him being like, that's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy, not having an impact. Okay, that's on me. Like that made me laugh. And so I was like, okay, I'm thankful for that thing because it made me laugh when Cam was responding to it.
See, I feel like it sounds like you guys like the players and not the same.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
It was a fun segment.
That's okay.
in like its completion, I think it was a fun segment. Like listen, Big Brother, I understand it's corny, everyone makes fun of it, blah blah blah, but I'm always the first one to say, give me the corny crap over this super serious, other reality shows that people take really seriously.
I mean, quite frankly, the fact that we got what I believe to be one good one is a success in the world of Zingbot.
Okay, well, what's your one good one?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Chelsie! I admire your face! But unfortunately, you don't have a prayer with Cam! Awkward zing.
What?
No,
This is how you know it's a good zing, right? All of the other zings, people are going, oh, we got you. Oh, Chelsie zing, they went,
just silence.
To me, like the concept of the zings is like, it should be funny. We can all have a good time. If someone's overly sensitive, maybe they'll have a wild reaction. But in general, everybody's laughing. We can all tee-hee-hee.
Except Angela.
Which is hilarious because she's overly sensitive. But the rest of us are tee-hee-heeing.
Except for you. Don't talk to me.
But
crazy.
Honestly, the Chelsie, like, was that a step too far? Did Zingbot go nuclear? Like,
what do you mean?
I feel like we've seen worse. I feel like we've definitely seen worse. It would definitely like that is embarrassing.
That
because
shook
I
Chelsie
feel like,
to her core.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, I think, the truest example of like she did it to herself. Like,
yeah.
She is the reason that this exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I feel for the girl though.
I do too. It's hard to see like other women like, in this position, but because she has done it to herself because also she's in the DR, like rationalizing it like, well, it's a game related thing. And I'm always up there like, girl, this girl to girl, this is not just game related. So definitely did it to herself, set herself up for that one. I think that's why everyone was so shocked because I feel like it's not like said, and to make matters worse, he's hugging her after saying like, you have a chance. I was like, oh my God, this is so awkward, like embarrassing. I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing too, like on the slop every week for the patrons, they show the clips of Chelsie, like going through Cam's stuff and like talking about how gross he is. And it's like, those are the opinions of someone desperately trying to give themselves the ick and it's not working, even when she's like, oh, he's disgusting in X, Y, and Z ways. And so I'm like, oh man, She never gave herself the ick, and now this is her zing. Damn, you hate to see it. I got secondhand embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when otherwise this is a very good episode for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
She's
mean,
getting a
that's the
winner's
whole
edit.
thing. Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. Well, Zingbot, of course, also had a song for Angela. It was fine. I thought it was fine.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think she
fine.
liked the implications of the obsessed with men younger than her.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing too. She is definitely had some obsessive behavior towards men that are younger
I
than
want to know
her,
where
but I
Tucker
wouldn't say
is
it was
at
creepy.
all times. My eyes are on that kid.
I didn't think it was in a creepy way. That's all.
I think
But
we all
you know
know that
what?
though. Like we all
Yeah.
know that, you know, but she's crying because she's like, what if they're portraying me? Which like fair enough, but I don't know.
I love though it really seemed like, oh my god, she's gonna play this off, she's gonna laugh, we're all tee-hee-heeing, she's understanding like the epicness of being the one to get Zingbot's song, and then she's in the DR and it's like, no.
Well, I mean,
She's
that's
not good.
Angela. Angela is like,
I can be on the bottom.
how dare you put me on the bottom?
I'm just grateful that the zing wasn't just like, oh, you're old. Like that would have pissed me off. Like she definitely deserved the song of the season.
Chemo in the diary room being like, she's an elder, she's
Oh.
a mom. That took me out.
That's what
Ice
I'm saying.
cream.
Chemo was way funnier than Zingbot was.
Chemo and Cam were kind of carrying the segment a little bit.
Exactly. Chemo and
Yes.
Cam, the ones Zingbot's digging on for being boring and sleepy, are the ones that are funnier than Zingbot.
Zing! There you go. There's one.
Podcast zing.
Podcasting. I can't do the voice, obviously.
I can't
It's
believe
not
they didn't
possible.
show Angela doing a proper Zingbot impression because she's like scary good at it.
Yeah. I saw that clip. But didn't they obviously edited that clip, right?
No, I thought they had, and then MacInnis' mom sent me another unedited one to show that she had done it again. That's her impression. Unless
I've
MacInnis
seen that
is like
one.
really gaslighting me, in which case, like, come on. I begged you to not lie to me in the chat. I beg.
I need to
Hold
see
on, I
that.
think I can
Yeah, let's hear
yeah,
it.
I can pull it up real quick.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Look at this technology.
I have to clip it first, but we're almost there. Yeah,
Zing.
Angela did her own zing impression. We'll see if Angela can replace Zingbot.
That's it?
Pretty good.
The zing.
Pretty good.
Oh, I thought she like
She
was
had-
saying.
She had that too, but that's I don't know what the
Mm.
tweet is. It's too far. in my
I don't.
memory.
I don't have like this is from the episode. I don't have the anything else.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it in the private chat for you, Taran.
Okay.
I'll go searching.
Perfect.
So that was Zingbot. Honestly, there's not much else going on here in terms of strategy. MJ tells us pretty quickly she is looking to target Angela. And that's, Chelsea's going to try to convince her to target Leah instead.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the move, but
I know how I feel about it.
tell us.
I mean, it's who are we talking about the move in relation to? For Chelsie, great job. For MJ, ooh, girl, not that.
Yep.
Mm,
That's what I was referring to, at least.
yeah. Okay, let me we can try and pull up this. It's a minute long though. I don't know how much of it
Yeah, I
we need
mean,
to-
there's not that much going on in the episode. We have time for a minute of finding this.
A slop adjacent section or segment of the podcast pending, everybody. Get
Yes.
excited, become a patron to watch the full slop weekly
Yes, we
show.
did talk about her Zingbot impression last week on the slop, which was with me and Sasha, and was very fun. And I think accidentally was released to the public for like 5 minutes, and I was like, no, 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 it's gotta go, and thankfully got taken down immediately.
All right,
To
let me
the
know if you can hear
paywall.
this.
Yes.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
No. Unfortunately, no. Damn.
All right, well, that's not going to work in
Sorry,
the
everyone.
moment.
I'll retweet the video.
Sam says, Slop Tuesday this week with Jacob Jones. So you have that to look forward to with Jacob Jones. I'm sure he's got plenty to say about Angela and Zingbot.
Another one that will have to stay behind the paywall.
Certainly.
Yes, forever. Because
just as pools need to have fences around them, Jacob Jones on the slop must be paywalled.
It's like Frail Mary, it might get released to the public because she can keep it cute, but the rest of us can't. So it has to be hidden behind the paywall.
Mm-hmm. This is the queen.
All right. Well, that's so basically what Chelsie is doing here is setting up this idea that she's trying to get MJ to turn on Leah. And the real catch here is that MJ is already making a colossal mistake by targeting Angela. This is already a terrible move all by herself without Chelsie convincing her to do anything. It's just that things could weirdly get even worse if she actually went and targeted Leah, which Chelsie is working on. But we see by the end of the episode, she does not succeed. MJ nominates Angela and Chemo, much to Angela's chagrin as tears fall down her face. But Chelsie says at the end of this episode, Leah, I'm coming for you.
It looked like you were flipping off the camera because your hand was blurry. I was like, damn.
Also could have been accurate.
Yeah. We'll never know, actually.
Yeah, I don't understand the move from the Mackenzie standpoint either. The second that I found out that she was doing it, when we found out she won HOH a couple of days ago, and I saw that she said, "Yep, Angela," I thought I thought she was kidding. I thought she was just like saying something, but no, I think it's a bad move because I think that she could have had Angela and Leah, because if you're good with Leah, you're good with Angela at this point. So just get rid of with all due respect to Chemo and Rubina, who I like as people, just like shut them off. Like it's their time to go, unfortunately. So yeah, I didn't understand that move at all.
Yeah. No. Well, anything else from the episode that we should bring up before we talk a little bit about some spoilers?
No, nothing else happened. I was really thinking about it, but no.
Yeah. Luckily, we had some crayons to talk about. Well, let's talk some spoilers then.
The Office of Civil Defense has issued the following message. This is
a spoiler.
Warning.
A spoiler.
Warning means that an actual
spoiler
against this country has been detected and that protective action should be taken.
All right. Here we go. So veto competition was very important, of course. Similar to last week, it was a chance to correct the mistakes that were made by the initial nominations. And similar to last week, MJ won the veto. Similar to last week in the sense that the HOH then has the power to fix the problems that they created themselves. And similar to last week, they're not going to do that because why would they? They made the problems in the first place. MJ has won the veto in convincing fashion. It was played an individually timed competition, did much better than anyone else, and has everyone talking about her as a big threat. The new Tucker, they're saying, and she's saying. And so lots of people now looking at MJ as a potential double eviction target. But they do still have to deal with Leah. So that is the one thing she has done right so far, is that she is at least not targeting Leah, so that they will be targeting Leah in the upcoming double eviction before her.
I never claimed to be the smartest, crayon in the box.
Except that today she changed her mind and now wants to target Leah.
Yes. I knew that when MJ won HOH, the second she won, I was like, she's going to be the target for the double eviction. Without doubt, whether or not she's targeting Leah or not, I sincerely feel like they would target her.
Well,
Anyways.
luckily she has 2 people that wouldn't target her in the double eviction. Unluckily,
Well-
those 2 people are about to be on the block together on her HOH.
I do think that MJ has a strong chance of winning the double eviction veto, so at least she has that going for her, but that woman has a strange affinity for putting herself in the worst position possible, always. So we shouldn't really be surprised.
I don't know if she views it that way.
Well, she
At
doesn't,
all.
but it's the
Yeah.
truth. It's
Right.
what's happening.
Yes. Maybe we'll get like the Ian Terry double eviction veto moment from her. But then she wouldn't even know if she was really the target. Like
Yeah.
at that
Well,
point, I'm
that's-
like, would you even know that you're the
That's
target?
kind of what happened with Ian.
I do think though, like MJ has such an inflated sense of self, especially with the competitions she's been winning, that she, I think, will be like, well, of course I'd be the target, but I won and I'm safe now.
Yeah.
That's
I
kind of what happened with Ian.
every time I pick someone as my, can I just say this, you guys? Every time I pick somebody as like my winner pick, they go home. So I'm concerned. My last winner pick was Joseph. I said it on a podcast. Goes home. I was like, Mackenzie. I didn't say this one on a podcast, but like I said it to like friends and family. I'm concerned for her.
Can we use this power for good?
Okay.
Can we put a curse on somebody?
I don't want to put a curse on
Is
anyone.
there
though.
anybody
I love
worth
them all.
cursing this season? I don't think so.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You tell me. Did I
Lavina,
miss something?
what did you say about Janky?
It's her fault.
Okay, wait.
Lavina,
Okay,
make
wait.
Ainsley your winner
Lavina?
pick right now. I'm so serious.
Okay, first of all, wait, okay, hold on. The implication here, Taran, are you telling me I killed Janky on this podcast
Yes,
right now?
You did.
I'm not
You
saying
killed
those
him.
words. Everyone else is saying those words. And I'm just worried about you, Lavina. But everyone is
Chat.
really concerned about your relationship with Janky.
Chat, I have the chat closed right now, just the way that my screen is. Please tell me that they are defending me right now.
They're
Because
definitely
they're
defending
saying-
you right now.
They're saying, did you do it? Oh my God. This is wow.
oh my god.
Lavina,
Don't worry.
make
Don't worry. That was
Ainsley-
just a one-off. That was just a one-off.
Okay.
Make Ainsley your winner
Yes.
pick right now. I'm so serious. I'm literally begging you.
I will not make an AI bot my winner pick. Okay. Even
it's
if
a
I want to
curse.
kill her, but the words coming out of my mouth could get clipped, could get misconstrued, just like this whole damn podcast right now. Taran just said I murdered somebody. He implicated me.
I don't think I said those
Oliver
words.
did just say that Taran paid you to do it. So like you might just be a hit woman.
Pull-
and now
pull that
Taran's
clip.
trying to throw you under the bus.
Pull that comment up. Sam.
Oh my God.
Okay, back to the live feeds. Back to the live feeds. I'm being implicated for a crime, right?
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you did whatever it was you did to Janky, who was just a little guy.
Did I not say
Lavina.
that?
Yeah.
Did I
But
not say
also they did finally release actual proper Janky World merch. And if someone wants to buy a zip up hoodie for a certain blonde podcaster that Taylor Hall doesn't know who she is, like I'd be open to that.
I will also take it, but everyone in the chat's also implicating me for a crime. So I don't think they're gonna buy me any gifts.
No, I didn't do anything to Janky but mourn his death.
Well, basically what's happening, as we mentioned, is that MJ, after winning the veto, was initially thinking, of course, that she was not going to use it, didn't want any more blood on her hands, was happy to take out Angela until Chelsie came around, kept up the attempts at persuasion, and finally has cracked the armor. And MJ is now not only heavily considering, but actively telling people that she is basically planning to use the veto on Chemo and putting Leah up in his place, sending Leah out this week.
Can we at least make some noise over the fact that we're getting, is it 10 now? 10 used vetoes this season? Or is it 10 or 11? I think it's 10.
Well, it's how many weeks is it? It's every one.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of vetoes.
I'll make some noise for that.
I can't believe Julie said it, and I still don't. Do we count Mackenzie's America veto?
Oh, I guess yes. So that would make it 11
Yeah.
because this is week 10. Right?
I'm gonna count that.
It's a veto that was used.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you count Mackenzie's America veto, do you then have to count Leah's Janky veto as unused? Granted, she never got the power.
Yeah, it was unused because she didn't get to activate it.
I'm cool if it's unused. I just think like the total number of the ones used, like not in like a, I don't mean it in like a in a row. I just mean like the total number is just like out of this world.
This is wild, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
So good.
Basically, the main story, main headline from the feeds is that it really seems like Chelsie should have this locked up, especially if Leah goes. Granted, I think Angela will also be going after Chelsie, but like when Angela was going after, when MJ was going after Angela, it still felt like MJ was playing the game for Chelsie, but not at Chelsea's whim. Like she just had her own wild ideas in her head about what she should do. Whereas, because we saw that Chelsie failed to get MJ to save T-Core last week. So it's not like Chelsie has control over MJ. It's just that MJ happens to be in alignment with what Chelsie, what benefits Chelsie. She has weird ideas in her head. However, this week seems to imply that Chelsie at least has some control over what MJ does. Getting her to target Leah here is wild. And if you look at next week, there's basically no scenario where Chelsie can even go in the double eviction, because who does she get voted out against sitting next to? Nobody right now. Whoever intends to target Chelsie or evict Chelsie, all the way down to even perhaps the final two, but at least the final three, the current answer is nobody. And if she makes it to the final two, who beats her in the end? I honestly believe the current answer is nobody. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good. Congrats,
Confetti.
Lovina, don't even say anything.
That's why I haven't said anything. I haven't made any picks of my own. What I was going to say was that if I were to rank the people of this season as the most satisfying to least satisfying winner, Chelsea's at the top, like for me, for the most satisfying winner. Number 2 would probably be Angela for me, because it's just like iconic, you know. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Regardless, I think that Chelsie would be a very, very good winner.
Wow, Angela's
not even just in this season.
Angela's gonna want to talk to all of us,
except for you. Don't talk to me.
I have been saying I have not counted out Angela as much as a lot of other people have this whole season. I'd be like, but she's got the speeches, but she's still there. It could happen. Angela Giesling could win this season, okay?
Not if she goes home on Thursday.
Well, not according to Zingbot.
Yeah, well, Zingbot's an idiot. So do we really have to trust what he says?
He lacks taste.
We kind of talk about this every season because there's always one that seems to be a little game influency, but like literally saying outright, you're an idiot for thinking you have a chance to win is kind of wild for production to say to the majority of the jury.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe it goes into the theory of Angela as a production plant, which I do not endorse, but some people have their tinfoil hats on.
That's literally our thumbnail. I think the thumbnail has MJ wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah, she's been wearing it.
Oh, that's what it was. She wore the tinfoil hat at the end of the week before she was a good player, and then didn't wear the tinfoil hat the following week.
So the tinfoil hat protects her from Chelsea's influence.
Waves, the
So it's
Chelsea
not
brainwave.
me. So it's not anything to do with me, just so we know.
No,
like I'm
you
not
just killed
influencing.
Janky.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now I said
and
it.
Joseph
Just
and
not
Joseph
minimize
Now
apparently.
I'm not afraid to say it, okay?
Y'all got that on record, okay?
I don't know. I still think she has a chance, and I could see, I don't know. I feel like if tensions are high and people freak out, maybe someone will target Chelsie. You never know. What if Leah wins the double eviction HOH? It could happen. Maybe she stays. Maybe
Well,
she doesn't go home.
Leah's probably getting voted out.
Yeah,
If
but maybe she
Angela wins,
doesn't.
The votes,
And-
though, I don't think that
Yeah,
I
I
Chelsea
mean,
know.
would
there's
get
there's
voted
no
out.
functional difference between Angela and Leah in the game right now. Other than Leah is more likely to be targeted in the double than Angela.
Yeah.
But like let's say, for instance, either Angela or Leah win the double eviction HOH. They're trying to target Chelsie. They put her up on the block against Cam. Everyone votes Cam out. She puts them. They put her up on the block against MJ. Everyone votes MJ out. She puts her up against Rubina or Chemo. Everyone votes Rubina or Chemo out. How do you get rid of Chelsie? You can't.
I wish we could go into an alternate timeline where Chelsie played her first game of Big Brother against a competent competition, because like she's undeniably skilled and she's getting her way every time, but we're never going to get to see
Well-
what it would have been like if she faced actual real opposition.
This is feeling a little bit BB16-ish. That's
Well,
what people say about
the thing is,
BB16.
she doesn't get her way every time, right? Like literally, we just got off of a week where she very much did not
Well, yeah,
get her
but
way.
even when she doesn't get her way, it still works out for her, is the thing, right? Like it's just absolutely wild to see.
Yeah.
She is facing I think she is facing adversity.
Yeah,
yeah.
she is, but it's like, imagine if she had the adversity of someone who actually was like on her level, what it would be like. I feel like that would be so special to see, and like we could ultimately see that in a future season with returnees, but like we'll never get to see it on her first time with no experience against people like really on her level.
I mean, yeah, I we've been saying it all season that this is a cast of
It's oops all faute, and I love it.
crayons. Yeah. When we tally this season, it might be the cast with like the most amount of unforced errors, like really bad HOHs, just like people volunteering for the block getting evicted, people volunteering for the block getting evicted. That's twice. People evicting their own allies, people evicting that's also twice. Then people evicting their own allies again. That's this week. That's another one. There's a lot of really like a once in a season kind of mistake is happening near every week this season.
It's truly wild. Like everything has been shambles. Like
Oh no.
Very appropriate to come in on shambles.
They're gonna blame me for this too.
Lovina!
No,
Lovina, why did you say Kirsten was your winner pick?
Okay. Kirsten, are you with us?
We're back. I'm here. Everything went black. There was little circles of death. Ainsley came for me.
Oh my gosh. But what were you saying? Repeat what you said.
Yeah, it's just everyone's been in shambles every week. It's wild.
Yeah.
I prefer that. Listen, I don't want to see okay, I do want to see good gameplay, but I don't just want to see such strictly really good cut and dry alliance gameplay every week. That's not what I'm here for personally. I would like to see a mix of that, but hey, I'll take more chaos I'll take like a 60-40, leaning on the side of chaos.
All right. Well, anything else to talk about before we wrap up this podcast?
I'm excited for the finale. I know I'm jumping ahead a bit, but obviously we've been talking a lot about how like Chelsea's probably the heavy favorite, like the front runner, but really with this season, again, we don't know what's going to happen. Like we really don't know what's going to happen, who's going to vote in what way, as well as we don't know who's going to be doing the jury roundtable. So like, how will that maybe affect things? So I'm
That is
excited.
probably the biggest unknown
Mhm.
left in the season at this
Yeah.
point.
I mean, hey, you
Can't
never
wait
know
to
with
see
these
it.
crazies, with these crazy eyes. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we have for you then tonight. I will, of course, be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, to update you on everything that happens today on the Big Brother 26 live feeds, including what happened here with MJ and why she's now targeting Leah. And, of course, after that, another update and a roundtable to talk about this week on the feeds. There'll be some sloppy business going on as well. So tune in for all of it. Survivor's going on. The circle's being a bit messy this season. It's it's surprising me a little bit. You can check out our circle coverage over there, and scripted stuff also happening. Rings of Power, Penguin, Industry, Tastemakers. It's all going on over at We Know Scripted TV. So tune in for all of it. Lovina, what you got going on?
The usual. So just covering Big Brother 26 here on our HAP, as well as we're doing some more short form content on as well Big Brother, as well as the new Survivor 47 season. So super excited about that. Yeah, go smash that like button on that stuff too. Support short form video.
Yeah.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at lpavs with 2 S's. I always forget that.
All right, and Kirsten?
Yes, so you can listen to Mess Magnets, or myself and Sasha Joseph break down pop culture, celeb gossip, trending topics, all of that stuff. As well, I will be on an upcoming episode of the Diary Room with Matt and Amon. I think it will come out in 2 weeks. I don't know. We're recording it tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that and follow me everywhere. That's Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all of them at Kirsten Said What.
All right. Well, that is what we have for you then. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. And I will see all of you next time.
I never claimed to be the smartest, crayon in the box.